Hello. Am I unmuted? There I am. Hi. I missed some stuff while I was making tea. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the resublution. Muff time. Muff time. I'm here. Hello, hello. And hello, Tomo. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Hi. Except specifically for Inaba Tomo-chan, who is up at 1:21 a.m. when she has work in the morning. Lumen, hello! Hydrate, howdy, Possum, hello! How's everybody doing? What's with this call out? I don't know. I thought it was funny. Are you gonna get enough sleep, Tomo? I bought a really cute cup for drinking water. Admittedly, I put juice in it instead, but I still think that counts. I got it from the cat cafe yesterday. I think the biggest trouble was trying to figure out, it's a glass cup. It comes with one of those lids that pops on and then a glass straw. So it actually, I think it's just a mason jar, which normally I would not like to drink anything out of because I spent my whole childhood drinking out of mason jars. And I've tried to shed that part of me and leave it behind. But it's got a little, like, lid on it and a little glass straw, so it circles back around into being cute. So I will hydrate with my new cup. I just wanted to pop in and say hi before eating anyway. This is a scary game. It's not... It is. I think it technically counts as a horror game. I would say that it's more unsettling than scary. From what I remember when I streamed it a month ago, your job is to basically take phone calls from people who are experiencing a variety of weird situations in their homes that have oftentimes supernatural origins. There are some occasional calls that are people who just have like termites and bed bugs and stuff, but as you gain access to more and more of the database, more and more of the things that you can help people diagnose their problems with are not, they're not, like, normal answers. My supervisor, from what I remember, was getting stranger and stranger throughout the week. The previous person who had my job might have been turned into a very smart mouse, and we found some videos on the computer that included, like, climbing a mountain and going through a really cursed area and bringing a sword and having to fight something. So there's definitely some unsettling and ominous parts to this, but it's not like a jump scare game, at least so far. Oh, I love you and leave you to it because I'd like not scary dreams. Yeah, that's extremely valid. Extremely valid. I had a work nightmare last night. So that's where I'm at. I have a work nightmare because on Friday we have like a mega big catering order. And so far, I'm coming in at 7 a.m. to start making it, which is 3 hours before it has to be out, but I'm not even convinced that will be enough. Me and the other managers might be going in at 6 a.m. to start making it because it's like hundreds and hundreds of individually packaged meals that all have to be delivered before we even unlock the doors for regular customers. And I think I'm having stress dreams about that. I had a dream that like we ran out of meat at the store and I had to like go to a different store that wasn't Sandwich Hell and try to buy some meat from them. But I bought like this like completely, I think I bought lamb from them accidentally. I bought like roasted lamb and I brought it back and I was like, what the fuck? We don't have a single sandwich that uses this. We can't use this. Like, could you not have bought some turkey or some shit? I don't know. That was my dream last night. I just remember that when you said not scary dreams. It's been hanging out in my subconscious all day, I think. Alright, let's jump back in. I'm gonna do my best to remember where we were. I feel like the game is gonna... Well, it'll have the database, right? Although, oh, that can go out sometimes, can't it? Well, let's just see where we're at. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna watch, I think, these old... Well, let's see. Thunder Peak was the really scary one. Oh, wasn't that... Hang on. Yeah, I want to remember some stuff. Let's go back through our videos that have appeared on our desktop that we're not supposed to be watching. Click. Oh, yeah. Injuries or even death from common household hazards. Hazards such as house fires. Flooding, caused by basement caves. Black mold, caused by mold. Metamorphosis. Oh my god, hang on. That actually reminds me, I have some shit to talk about work before we get started on this. So, we didn't have hot water in the store for the first part of the day. And it apparently went out last night. Well, it started like flooding our basement last night. Our hot water did. So they had to turn the hot water heater off. No, we didn't have metamorphosis. Sorry, we had basement drama. Our hot water heater started flooding the basement at work, so they had to turn it off when we closed. And then, like, in the morning when we came in, we didn't have hot water still. My manager turned the hot water heater on, and instead of flooding the basement, it just, like, didn't provide hot water. Metamorphosis. Oh, that reminds me of work. And so we had, like, we put in an emergency maintenance order, and somebody came out to look at it, and they were like, this problem is really bad. We were like, oh, what's wrong with the hot water heater? And they were like, it wasn't the hot water heater. Your problem is that there's a pipe that's all fucked up underneath, like, the floor. And in order to fix it, we're gonna have to tear out the concrete of the basement floor. And we were like, cool? And by the time I left work today, somebody was bringing a jackhammer down there. And I don't know what the basement looks like now, but I presume the floor is destroyed. So that was fun. Was this the one with the houses for sale and then the Amber Alert? Yeah. Alright, I have to remember all the lore before I jump back in. It's been a whole month. Lake Avenue. Oh, the cheap housing prices, that's right. $84,000. $104,000 on Berry Lane. Oh yeah, this is gonna have an emergency alert system or Amber Alert sound. I can't remember which one. But it's gonna play a scary noise in a minute. $120,000 for this guy. Parkway Street. Okay, yep. Civil Authority has issued a missing persons alert for the following counties. Bush County, Maple County, Parkway County, Berry County. Oh yeah, and then the one house that's like absurdly cheap that's right next to the other one because it's all fucked up. Peanut Avenue. Yeah, so here's 984 Berry Lane. And then like the neighboring house is like it got by something, I remember. Wearing a large bush or shrub on their person. There we go, $12,000 for this gigantic house right down the road. It's got 5 beds, 6 bathrooms, and it's haunted as fuck. There we go. Science mysteries. This is the smart rat! This is what happened to our previous, the guy who had our job. You take it? Well, when we get back into, when we log back in to start our day, I'll show you what happened to that house, and then you can determine if you truly want it or not. The mystery of mice. Mice? Oh, there's already a narrator for this one. Damn it.
From the Black Plague
Well, look
to the
at
shelves of
him.
our pet stores, mice have lived alongside humans for centuries. And
He's just a little guy. Well,
alongside us as well.
I don't know if that was the computer or me.
Is a musculus, otherwise known as the common house mouse.
A musculus.
And this is musculus loquentis,
Smart
otherwise
mouse.
known as the smart mouse, a newly discovered species known for its uniquely colored iris, and more importantly,
The human eye.
its increased intelligence. Mice have brains smaller than peanuts, and yet, modern science has observed they are capable of thinking quite intelligently.
Did you know that the
in the case of the smart
brain
ones,
of a rat is
perhaps
shaped like a
capable
rat?
of communication. With the help of modern computer technology, today's scientists have been able to interpret the previously indecipherable squeaks of a
Go
smart
look up
mouse,
rat brain,
and have discovered
and you'll
what
see
seems
that
to
it's
be
shaped a little bit
hidden
like a
messages
rat.
within. Let's take a
Oh
listen.
yeah, and the mouse was like, help me. Help me. Help me.
What do you think? Of
Oh.
evolution? Or are we just hearing
My
things
computer
that aren't
running
there?
weird or something?
Do mice and men have more in common
Okay,
than
I don't want to
previously
watch the
Well,
I don't want to watch the Thunder Peak video because it's really long, and I just remembered that it was about climbing to the top of a mountain, but a lot of scary stuff happens right before you get up there. I do notice that we have new mail. And going earlier, we've got the first one from Mike, where he's like, I used to have your job, you're in danger, quit today before it's too late. Followed by, it's too late for you now. But he is letting us know that he's living in this wall, right here, right behind us. And then it gets compromised and there's a cat right outside of it. It's here, it's here. It knows I'm here. It must find a new spot. It knows I'm here. And it's the new office kitty. Yeah, I do think Mike got turned into a smart rat. Cat. Hello, if you're receiving this email, it's because you've been emailed by this address before. As of 4/30/1996, this address will be shut down and no longer able to send or receive email messages. Ooh, we got one from corporate that just says, congratulations. Subject line, congratulations, from HSH Corporate. Employee number 36. We're happy to report that we are most pleased with your labors and are currently making all the necessary preparations for your impending dissension, assuming you pass the trial. The soil is fertile. Keep up the great work, and thanks for working through the weekend. Oh yeah, they did make me do that, didn't they? Isn't it Saturday? Yeah, fuck these guys. Your high accuracy rate has awarded you today's daily coupon. Today's daily coupon is for Glamour Stone. Whether you're simply too tired to concentrate, or if you just want to look your best without the stress, our Glamour Stones are here to put you at ease. With our patented protective seal, our Glamour Stones have a 99.9% reliability rating. To receive your discount, simply type the following code during your online checkout. Wham, glam, thank you, ma'am. I feel like I saw that one before we closed last time. Yeah, I didn't complete the day. I looked at the mail and I said, okay, we're done for today. Alright. Oh. Okay. So let me remember really quick. What happened to that house that was super cheap? It was covered in vines. I think it was this one. The Spriggan is that little like forest spirit that can kind of just hang out outside. And they're generally not that dangerous unless you provoke them, and you gotta make sure to be nice to the plants outside or you'll provoke it. Refrain from moving trees, flowers, or weeds on your property. Do not ever kill or hunt wildlife within view of your home. Do not eat any wild fruit or vegetable that may grow on your property. Consider making offers of water each night left in a clean dish on your porch. If you do any of these things and you make it mad, it will grow vines all over your house as a sign of anger. It is advised to vacate and rehome as soon as possible if that happens. And then the most terrifying thing is that if they touch you, you become a tree. They are known to cause structural damage to a home as they continue to grow, generally reaching their full size in a matter of days. They are known to be caused by the touch of a Spriggan. They're incredibly deadly to those infected and will result in death once they have reached a certain size. Anyone near a sprig tree while it is growing in an indoor location is also at risk of injury or death. Yep. And basically it just says, hey, if you are infected with a tree, you are dead and everybody else needs to get away from you. The infected individual should be quarantined while any others occupying the household should vacate from the premises immediately. Do not touch the infected person or the black substance that leaks from them under any circumstance. Begin looking for a new home and arrange any funeral service as needed for the affected individual. That would be fucked up. You start growing a tree and everybody just plans your funeral while you're still there. I feel like oh, I don't remember as many of these as I thought I would. Animations. They're just little things that walk around on their own. Attic gnome. They eat dust. Clean your attic regularly. Oh, the autumn vines. They're just, they make you real happy, that's all. Bed teeth. I remember that one. It bites you while you sleep. Yeah, I got this. I got this. This one's weird. Dorcha. The Dreamweaver. Oh, that's the spider. The Fae Feast, where they just leave piles of food and you gotta eat it so you don't make them mad. The Fae Flu. Yeah, the bed teeth just nibble on you. They're good. They're fine. There's a lot of, like, false things. The false beet that just lives in you forever. The false flower that you just kind of gotta let exist in your house. The false rosebush, which eats your kids. And the false artifact, which also eats your kids. You know, this is good. I think we can remember this as we take calls. Let's go. I just got distracted. I thought like my toilet was exploding or something, but it was like a car backfiring outside. Bink bonk. Let me in. Ooh, it's Sunday. Gross. Welcome, employee. To begin shift, please clock in below. Okay, okay. Let me at those calls. Thy trial hath begun. Hell yeah. That's so settling. So soothing. Is my supervisor gonna call me first thing in the morning? Oh. We are many. We are above. We are followers of our queen. What are we? Can I place you on an extended hold while I check my resources on that?
Please hold.
Dorcha? Oh no! It's not gonna let me check anything. I have to rely on my memory from the last time I played this game, which was September 9th. Oh, fuck. I don't think I'm gonna pass my trial. I literally got to... Oh no! I got to this point in the game and I said, oh, well, I think we can finish this next stream. And then I didn't touch it for over a month. Alright, I mean, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? You're Dorcha. Y'all know what you're about. Ooh, I don't know if that was the right answer. Oh hey, Maple's Go Light for Nature fundraiser is active. Donate at blank. Just as a reminder, you can definitely get your hands on some cool commissions and also donate for a good cause if you type in !WWF. And we can fundraise to save nature. I am not living, yet I clatter. I am small. I am weak. It was bees? Fuck. Oops. I'm not living, yet I clatter. I am small, I am weak. I serve my purpose, then I die. What am I? Call center employee.
Please hold.
I'm not living, yet I clatter. I'm small, I am weak. I would say cockroaches. But I don't know if those guys are weak. And they don't really have a purpose. I serve my purpose, then I die. Raccoon? Oh, I'm not living. Oh, good point. I think a lot of these things are living. Huh. Termites? No, those are alive. Reanimation? Neighbor's doorway. House fire. No, no. Focus, focus. I mean, define purpose, honestly, when you think about it. Oh. There's the horde. That also might have been the answer for the previous one. Okay, what's not living and small and weak and has a purpose? And clattering. Clattering? I was thinking, yeah, the reanimation maybe? Or the animation? Oh, no, why is there an animation and a reanimation? Chat, am I cooked? Alright, you are... Reanimation. There you go. I think I'm gonna get fired. Oh no, I think I'm gonna get fired.
Get the fuck out! Everybody get out!
Forge ahead. Okay, I'm forge ahead. I do my best. Hello? Oh, this is a different picture. Posture check and hydrate, thank you. I am the beggar, I am the encroacher of the dry. I am friend to the water of the sky. What am I?
Please hold.
Are you bed hag? Are you the bed hag? Encroacher of the dry. Are you moist? Y'all, I don't remember anything. Stair slug? Those guys are kind of wet, right? The beggar. What do you want? Bed hag. I'm going with bed hag. Is that right? Did I get it? Oh, I didn't get it. I think I failed 3 out of 3 so far. Press on, employee. Oh no, it's bones in the dirt. It's gonna be me. That's gonna be me someday. And that day is today. Oh, that picture's fucked up. They're gonna turn me into a smart mouse. I am the harbinger of death and the bringer of pestilence. I am forever the nuisance. What am I?
Please hold.
The harbinger of death, the bringer of pestilence. Bogart? Bogart does all those things, right? Maybe? Fuck. Oh no. Rejoice. I'm rejoicing. I'm so joyful. I'm so happy. I seek the domains of those who have too much. Step within and they lose their way. What am I?
Please hold.
Portal? Are you Portal? I know Portal does that. end of the day, they're gonna be like, you have a 0% accuracy rating. We're sending you to Detroit. Expand thy mind. Okay, this picture's nice, though. This is peaceful. Like the clouds and stuff. We are companions of the gardens. We compel those who tread to tread no longer. What are we? Companions of the gardens. We compel those to tread no
Please
longer.
hold.
Are you Spriggan? Maybe? They do make you get the fuck out. If you make them mad. Let go of thy stilted soul. Okay, this is a nice painting though. I like that one. This man's got a spider for a face. I am the dancer, I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. What am I? That's
Please hold.
incredibly vague, my guy. Puka? No, Puka was the thing that turns into your pet. Whoo. Do. The bringer of destruction, I consume the weak and the reckless. I am the forsaken oil and the careless light. So what's that powerful? I don't know. The dancer? Which one of these are dancing? Do. Music's getting fun. This, I genuinely have no idea. You could also be Bogart, maybe. I don't know. I really looked at like the entry browser for like 5 minutes and then said, no, we can figure it out when we get back into our job. I'll relearn this as I go. It's just gonna be another day at work. The forsaken oil and the careless light. You're a lot of things, my guy. The weak and the reckless? Wait, tell me. Wait, is it a house fire? Oh yeah, fire does dance. Okay, yeah, no, it's absolutely gotta be house fire. It's gotta be, right? Okay, so the screen shakes like that even when I send presumably the right answer. So I don't actually know how many I'm getting correct or not. Okay, descend. Okay. If I gotta, I guess. I'll do it. Ah. Click, 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 click. Ew, fuck. Forbidden action, insufficient privileges. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. Look at this guy's face. I am the seeker. I am the one who delivers. What am I?
Please
Oh,
hold.
you're Dorcha. It's gotta be right that time, right? Yes. Correct. Accurate. Accurate and correct. Bing bonk. Thank you for calling the home state. Oh, fuck.
Hello,
Hi, Carol.
Supervisor Carol here. We've been watching you for some time, and I must say that we have been rather disappointed in your performance here. Many of our callers' lives have been altered for the worse thanks to your negligent answers.
Fuck.
Your failure to treat your work here with the gravity it deserves has unfortunately forced us to make a very difficult choice in regards to your continued employment at HSH. Effective immediately, your employment here has been terminated. We wish you the best in your future endeavors.
Oh. I got fired from the call center. Again. No! I did a shit job. Oh. I became Mouse. You are unemployed. No. Oh, I got an achievement for becoming unemployed. Sick. Is it gonna let me do it again? Oh, okay. I didn't realize they were gonna come at me with all these... No, I don't want to clock in. I need to go back to the entry browser. Now you play for the rest of the game as a mouse? No. No, I got fired. Yeah, no, I didn't realize they were gonna throw a bunch of riddles at me for the last day. I thought it was just gonna be taking more calls where people tell me, hey, my house is on fire. What could this possibly be? And then I'd be like, oh, well, maybe it's a house fire. And they're like, oh my god, I owe you my firstborn child. Okay, animations. Miniature humanoid figures such as dolls, puppets, or marionettes. Clattering noises at night and missing or stolen household objects. Okay. What's the difference between that and a reanimation? Oh, reanimation is just a zombie. Okay. Yep. Attic gnome. Okay, so basically, I'm not going to say that, but I was going to say, which I think is wrong, all of those riddles seem to be like the more serious, weird threats. So I don't know if I'm going to get Attic Gnome as like a weird sort of like riddle on the last day. Bees? Yep. It was bees. The Bogart causes household accidents such as flooding, fires, or electric outages. They're extremely dangerous. Bed hag doesn't have anything to do with what I thought it was. They basically just sit on you while you sleep. Bat. Cute. I don't know if I'm gonna get bat on the last day. Carbon monoxide. I wonder if I'll get that. Carpenter ants. Fuck these guys. They're showing up again in my house, damn it. Cellar grotto. Cellar growth. Oh yeah, these guys. Closet labyrinth. Ooh, wait a minute. Wealthy homeowners. Oh, you know what? When I was thinking about portals, I think it was probably closet labyrinths because I forgot that these are specifically something that shows up if you already own a lot of stuff. Cockroaches, common hob. They just do like the general cleaning, right? Yeah. Desk hob cleans your desk. The Dorcha. It will deliver that which it seeks. Okay, I was right on that one. Dreamweaver. Large spider-like creatures weaves dreams into reality. Fey Feast is the pile of food. Fey Flu is the flowers appearing on your face thing. We went over the false stuff. Floor roots. Yeah, that's right. You give these a doll to wrap around so that they think they're strangling a child, but they're not actually strangling a child. Fracture Hob makes cracks in your home. Frozen Pipes makes cracks in your pipes. Gopher's just a little dude digging in the ground. The Horde. It's an invisible, odorless collective consciousness that is known to collect and store large quantities of common household refuge. Okay, we did know the one that was Housefire. Good catch on that. Kobold? Are these dangerous? They're harmless to humans until they discover it, at which point they will often lash out violently to protect their home, causing injury or death. They will attempt to lure humans into their space by poking their dog-like heads out from behind corners and whimpering. Don't go to them. Lamp. They live in your lamp now. You just gotta leave them on forever. Don't do it. The laundry gnome shows up in your laundry and irritates you. The leprechaun. They steal, oh yeah, they steal all your jewelry. And your metals. The memory wisp steals your memories. Mouse. Mirror nymph. Steals your face, right? Doesn't it? Yeah. Homeowners afflicted by mirror nymphs commonly report not being able to recognize their own face. That would suck. Neighbor's doorway. The night gnome. Doesn't he just watch you sleep and all you have to do is ignore them? The night wisp makes little lights outside your window, which is kind of cool, actually. Pipe growth. Shit in your pipe. Pipe hob. A little dude in your pipe. Hookah. It's your dog, but not your dog. The portal. Discovered most commonly in basements or underground cellars. Homeowners with portals frequently report cold drafts, strange dreams, and a strong desire to enter. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the list. Raccoon is just a raccoon. Look at him. Rain nymph? Don't they just... Yeah, they just want to come in when it's raining. Wait a minute. I think that was one of them, right? I think there was definitely one about, like, the rain in the sky. Can we let in the rain nymph? You can. However, it does say that homeowners afflicted with rain nymphs often report flooding. So they will not stay dry, and in fact, if you let in a rain nymph, you will also not stay dry. The seedling. Wait, I think I ignored... this one, like... This is not that familiar to me. They're a small insectoid creature about the size of an aphid. They are known for burrowing in outdoor planters or gardens, feeding off the roots of nearby weeds. Though their weed-killing lifestyles can make them useful for gardeners, seedlings are extremely territorial and react violently to anything competing for their food source. Never remove a weed from a seedling-infested garden. They are known to compel competitors to commit violent acts on themselves or others. Yeah, this might be the garden friend one. You have to overwater and drown them out from afar. The soap sprite is just a piece of soap. No, they look like soap. And they eat bacteria. And they give you the Fey flu for some reason. We went over the Spriggan, actually. Stair slug. It's just a big slug that hangs out on your stairwell. It's alright. Tea Sprite drinks your tea, gives you the Fey flu. Termites. Those are just termites. Ticks. It's just a tick. Yucky. Toilet hob. There he is. Yup. Trash gnome. Lives in your trash. Travel gnome. Shows up in your suitcase. And makes gardens everywhere. I forgot that detail. They will often create expansive gardens inside their new homes. Okay. The troll. Isn't he the big guy who folds himself up to get into your house in winter or something? Giant 12-foot tall nocturnal creatures that are normally not seen in the home. However, during the winter, they will deflate their bodies in order to fit inside homes and steal warm materials, such as blankets. Yep, they're very dangerous to humans. Do not ever approach a troll. The unicorn fungi. Oh yeah! It makes your dog do a little dig and then grows a horn on their head and then it falls off and the dog is okay. The warlock remnant is just the spirit of the warlock that lives in your mirror. They're not that scary. The whistling fungi are the ones that you should not listen to, right? No, if you ever hear them singing, you have to get out of your house. Wine sprite, drinks your wine, gets drunk, gives you Fey flu. And then wood secretions is when goo comes out of your wood. And don't eat it. Oh, it's like the jester? Huh? The wine sprite? Or the the fungi. Yeah, if you hear them singing, you have to get out. Wood secretions, ain't that just sap? Yeah, and it sometimes happens from your furniture. And it releases a goo that's apparently really tasty, and so kids will try to eat it. And the point is that you have to keep your kids away from it. When you hear the song Run Away, oh, I want to play Lethal Company! The rest of Team Nova played it on Saturday, and I was closing at work, so I couldn't join. I was very, very sad that day. Okay, let's do our trial again. I am confident this time. I think, especially if they have already given us some of the answers. Well, are the questions going to be the same? Okay, yeah, here we are. We are many, we are above, we are followers of our queen. What are we? We are bees!
Please hold.
Bees! Showcase thy knowledge! This is like one of those inspirational posters, except like extremely bizarre. Ah. I am not living, yet I clatter. I am small, I am weak, I serve my purpose, and then I die. What?
Please hold.
Did we actually figure this one out? I think I said something dumb. Not living. Serves its purpose and then dies. Didn't we decide on animation for this? Do you guys think that's still correct? Yeah. That one, but at least we know the questions are the same. So, we'll be able to figure it out with trial and error. Hello? I'm the beggar, I am the encroacher of the dry... Yeah, there we go. I am friend to the water of the sky. What
Please
am
hold.
I? The water nymph. The rain nymph, sorry. They're the ones begging to be let in. In retrospect, the fact that there was only one entry that began with the word rain should have at least given me a clue during my previous attempt, but, oops. You know. Oops. So if I fail my trial, I turn into a mouse. But if I succeed, I get to go in the dirt? Okay, I feel like I got this one wrong the first time because I went with Bogart, but I think this is mice, actually. This is probably mouse.
Please hold.
Because of the disease carry thing, and the fact that they're nuisances. Yeah! I don't have rats as an option, but I think mice works for this. You are a mouse. Yay, rejoice. Rats. I saw a 1-second video on Twitter earlier of a rat jumping at the camera. And I watched it on loop for a while, and then I shared it to Discord. I seek the domains of those who have too much. Step within, and they lose their way. This is the
Please
yes.
hold.
Stairway? No. Closet, not doorway. Closet labyrinth. There we go. Because it specifically shows up in the houses of the wealthy. Expand thy mind. Yippee! We are companions of the garden. We compel those who tread to tread no longer. Yeah, I think those might be the seedlings. Because if you
hold.
steal their weeds and they don't have a food source, they will make you, you know, cause problems for yourself and others. Oh, we're doing so good this time. I want to learn to paint clouds like that. Let's go! We're not gonna get turned into a mouse this week. There's still time. I could still fuck up. The house fire! The dancer, I am the bringer of destruction. I consume the weak and the reckless. I'm the forsaken oil and the careless light.
Please
What
hold.
am I? You're a fucking house fire! Yeah, now we get to see what's under the dirt. I can't click enough to crash the program. I'm the seeker. I'm the one who delivers. I know you!
Please hold.
I got an answer for you. Yippee! You will receive 1 Dorch. I will show it you 1 Dorch. I have it.
Hello.
Oh.
Supervisor Carol here.
Oh, I think I
We've watched you
passed.
closely.
Look at her
All this
eyes.
time, you have been providing excellent and accurate answers to our callers.
Oh,
These
buddy.
acts will not go unrewarded, and I'm pleased to report that you have qualified for a promotion.
Yay!
Stand by while I prepare thy promotion.
Please stand by while I prepare thy promotion. Those are very normal looking eyes. Wait, now I'm curious. I just noticed, like, her necklace with what looks like the glowing crystal on it. Was that there before? Or was it something?
Promotion in
Oh.
progress. Please stand by.
Oh no, I don't like that. I don't want to get promoted. I want to be a mouse again. Fuck. Oh wait, this is nice. Oh wait, this is so peaceful.
Please, be not afraid.
Do I get to become like
Close.
a fairy or something? Am I going to become the Fae? Is that for me? Oh, perfect. Actually, this is exactly what I wanted.
Congratulations! All hail our new junior supervisor!
No! I don't want to be the junior supervisor. Can't I just keep taking calls? Maple the Fairy Queen, nobody tell I. Nobody say a fucking word to I. She cannot know what happened. She cannot know what happened this stream. This has to be a secret from her. This is extremely silly, yeah. No, there's a guy in a skeleton suit. This is so unserious. And now we're just hanging out in the woods for some reason. Oh, I did it! I won! Okay. So, here's the thing. Human was telling me about this game earlier. 2 things. One is that apparently the DLC for this, the Seasonal Worker, which is like Christmas themed, is really good. And also the other thing is that they had to put the coupons, you know, when you do good at the end of the day and you get the coupon and it's for like a silly mythical item. Apparently the game developers had to put that in because during playtests people were just intentionally giving bad info so that they could hear like the callers call back to yell at them. And there was no incentive to try to do it correctly. Which kind of makes me want to start a playthrough where I just answer them all real poorly. Ever see the ending to Limbo of the Lost or heard that game at all? Wait, I don't think I have. I don't think I have. Limbo of the Lost. Let's see. Hang on. I'm taking a screenshot of this so you can see the very first thing that I saw. That has to be like... Oh, god damn it! Is that a Charlie thumbnail? No, okay, it's some other. Okay, either way, that was a YouTube thumbnail. Okay, I'm gonna post it to Discord real quick. That way you can see what I just saw. That thumbnail of just some dude's close-up face like stretched out across the whole screen. Okay, no, I have not heard of Limbo of the Lost. The 2007 point-and-click adventure game. What is this cover art? It's just like 3 ghosts coming out of a book. Okay, the game follows Benjamin Briggs, the real-life captain of the Mary Celeste, as he explores Limbo. Players act as an omnipresent guide for Briggs during his adventure. Ooh. No, I've never heard of this game before. No, I don't want to read the plot. I'll get spoiled, damn it. Is it fun? Or is it just like similar levels of like silliness as that ending scene? Ooh. Art book. Silly ending. Ooh. Tempting. This is a peek into the game's art, development process, and all the human messiness that entails. I hope you enjoy this thorough and admittedly indulgent look into what went into making Home Safety Hotline the game it is right now. Oh wait, I like this! When I was maybe 10 or 12 years old, my grandmother gifted me a Dungeons & Dragons monster manual she picked up from a thrift store. Immediately, I fell in love with this book despite having no idea what its purpose was. I would scour its pages constantly, learning everything I could about its many, many imaginative creatures. Since I developed games, I very much wanted to make a game about the pure joy I experienced flipping through a bestiary. Many games have featured in-game bestiaries, but rarely is it important to actually read through them in such detail. My first attempt at crafting a game based around my love for bestiaries was a game aptly titled Bestiary, a fantasy game in which you would play as a researcher testing the dead bodies of monster corpses with various magical implements in an attempt to write an accurate bestiary entry for them, noting properties as you went. It never made it past the conceptual stage. With these concept art pieces and a crude interactable UI, I wasn't happy with this direction as it was rather art-heavy, seemed too generic, and felt little like the activity that inspired it. That's the same sort of thing that inspired Pokemon. Yeah! That makes sense. Because filling out your Pokédex is like very integral to most people's experience of the games. Skip ahead a while, and my wife and I wind up both getting jobs as actors at a local fantasy theme park called Evermore Park, in which she played a playful fairy and I voiced and puppeteered this big monster called the Fae King. That is a sick costume. The park gave a lot of The park gave a lot of improvisational freedom to its actors, and my wife and I both wound up really stretching some creative muscles. Every day we'd be crafting up stories on the spot for guests and improvising scenes with other actors. Eventually many of the actors quit or were let go, but the park left a substantial creative void within many of the people who worked there. As time went on, I sorely missed performing and improvising with other actors, and the constant but rewarding creative challenge of tale weaving and lore crafting on the fly. The concept was inspired by character bios in a comic and was built around collecting those entries. Ah, that reminds me of being a kid and reading through the like little pamphlets that would come with a video game. And I would just flip through them and read them over and over. Like, especially the character bios part, because I was like, yeah, I know how to play the game. I don't need the directions. But like, I want to read more about the characters. During the pandemic, as things felt increasingly dire and lonely, I wrote up a new design document entitled 1-800-Bestiary, a game about answering calls for a hotline that prescribes solutions to various kinds of monster infestations. The hope was, with the caller angle, I'd be able to wrangle a bunch of actor friends into this fun and quick project. Maybe we'd all get a chance to recreate some of that creative spark. 1-800-Bestiary remained on the back burner for another fun ghoul. Or fun ghoul. AIDS Local 58! At the end of 2022, I released a horror game called Night Signal. That I've been trying to finish for the past few years, and while the game didn't perform great financially... Hang on a second. I'm gonna fix that. Okay. It sure seemed to resonate with those in YouTube comment sections. Because I'm a weak human who craves validation. Same girl. Naturally, I read each and every comment as it came in. I'd see some people say Night Signal reminded them of something called analog horror. I gave into curiosity. Yeah! There was this incredibly fascinating subgenre of horror that oozed with creativity and its secondhand approach to storytelling, all while being wrapped in an instantly recognizable and nostalgic aesthetic. Gemini Home Entertainment in particularly became a favorite with its more subdued approach in presenting its horrors so matter-of-factly, buried inside informational videos about mundane topics like wildlife and camping. Game instruction booklet bios reminded me of Sonic Adventure 2's entry on Eggman. Oh yeah, Eggman the feminist! But like, Womanizer is also weird, right? That's weird, right? This is Eggman. He likes to fuck. Like, there's not, anyway. I wonder, hang on a second. Where is it? Oh shit, where's the video game? Oh, where are they? Fuck! I'm back! I cannot picture Eggman as a womanizer. I've got the Sonic Adventure 2 booklet for the Dreamcast right here. Yeah, and this was in color too. And they had a little bio for Amy, despite not being in the game as a playable character. And one for Maria Robotnik and Gerald Robotnik. Yeah, no, this stuff, like, I read it, like, front to back as a kid. I was like, I need more, but it was just a game booklet. Then saw some people going, we can make this work, and came up with men and women are all equal beneath him. Exactly. Well, and it's also funny because I think the adventure era had plenty of humans. Like, it's clear that they live in, like, a human society. But in some of the games, and then in, like, the comic contents, they definitely seem to be moving towards having, like, cultures and communities of anthropomorphic animals, and humans are not super common in the most recent Sonic media. And I think they try to reconcile that by saying basically there's like continents where only humans live and continents where only anthropomorphic animals live. And Sonic's adventures take him through like both terrains. But yeah, sometimes with Eggman it really feels like there's not really any other men or women for him to like flirt with or see as below him. I've probably spent more time reading the guide for Final Fantasy VIII than actually playing it. Yeah, I always wish that they were longer. But that's because I was a bored kid who owned like 3 video games. The Lunar Archives. During my newfound love affair with analog horror, it occurred to me at some point that the genre would be a perfect match for 1-800 bestiaries, and right away I revived the pitch and started working on crafting a working prototype. Tested the copy of 06 and it works! Let's go! I cannot wait. I'm so excited for that. I haven't been lucky enough to play the game myself yet. But I've decided that when I do finally do my first playthrough, I'm going to spend it trying to find as many bugs and glitches as possible. I decided I have to break the game or it's going to break me. And I'm excited because I have watched a surprising amount of content about Sonic 06 despite never once playing the game. Tube creature. Estimated weight 10 kilograms. Living environments. A tube creature. I think that just sunk in. Cheese goblin? Cheese goblin. Okay, the new working title was now Lunar Archives, as I tentatively decided the new concept would revolve around aliens. At this time, the idea was that the aliens and monsters could be from anywhere in the world, since that opened up the largest number of creative possibilities. I struggled to come up with interesting monsters in such a broad setting, and it didn't feel really scary yet to read about a monster that lives nowhere near me. The bestiaries entries increasingly felt like they needed to be more personal to be scary, so I decided the monsters should all be things that live in your house. Out of curiosity, I asked my wife one day if she knew of any folklore about monsters that live in your house, and the answer was goblins. Yes! There he is! It's the common hob! After playing the real thing, I gotta get Project 06. Yeah! I've seen some people playing that too, and it definitely seems like it's a better actual game experience. I was confused the first time because I didn't know why they had two different categories on Twitch. As soon as I started reading up on House Goblin folklore, I instantly felt like a kid again, and monster ideas just started flowing out. The first monster design I did was this first hob photo. I dove right into Photoshop and started painting my interpretation of a little goblin into a photograph of a living room. He's cute! Yeah, I also, after I played this game, ended up looking up quite a lot of, like, real goblin folklore. And I learned where, like, the inspiration for a lot of these monsters came from. After drawing my first hob, I got a little carried away in the sketchbook, dreaming up different varieties of these weird little guys and detailing how they would function. Different hair and false faces would denote different species, and bringing them closer in line with the big-nosed goblin designs everyone is familiar with. It didn't take long for me to go deep diving into Wikipedia to discover even more stories of Fae, and began interpreting them under the lens of my newfound design ethos. The idea for the inflatable trolls came from a mix between the folklore of trolls and spriggans, where spriggans were said to be small creatures that could grow to enormous size. When I read this, it made me think of a pufferfish, and I laughed as I tried to picture what a creature would look like when deflated. I gave this ability to the trolls because folklore usually portrayed them as too big to enter people's homes. Ah, yes, if the idea is like things that can already be in your home, right? You gotta find a way to get the trolls in there. The saggy ass troll. When drawing monsters, frequently I would find myself having to paint the entire monster in order to get certain poses to feel accurate, before erasing parts of them later to hide them behind some furniture or blurring them to oblivion. And then, of course, they would be crushed into tiny pixels by the end anyway. Yup. That is the process. I'm scared by a lot of stupid, silly things, and as such, both horror and both humor and horror can feel like one and the same sometimes. When I read about the stories of the puka who pretends to be a horse just to buck people around to scare them for a laugh, I thought of what the indoor modern equivalent might be, and I immediately thought of those viral photos of tiny dogs creepily staring at their owners. Okay, hang on. I should figure out how to tell you what to look up without using the word, because one of my favorite stupid old forum posts from times ago is the picture of a dog that looks a lot like this dog, but he's like smiling at his owner. Hang on a second. Let me just Google it and then I'll tell you what to Google. It's like, hang on. Okay. Google. Look at my dog with his stupid smile. And then just look at the meme that leads to. I don't want to read it out loud because it's got a word that I don't like using. But yes, the emote. Every time I see that, why is he doing that? That's what this dog reminds me of. I think it's the same type of dog. So every time I see this like variety of dog, like this genre of dog, I think about this dog doing this stupid smile every time you come home. Anyway, that post contains a slur that's not for me to use, so I don't. But I do send it to people, and it is funny every time. Oh, hang on, I need a sip of beverage. The gnomes. These gnomes in particular may have suffered the most from their reduction in image fidelity, so here they are in their higher definition glory. Check them out! Check out them little guys. Oh, it's a Shih Tzu. Okay. I am so bad about knowing my dog breeds. I know like big dog. I know pointy dog. I know poodle. I know standard poodle because that's the one that Plea has. Plea has 2 standard poodles. Yep. I know husky and Malamute. And I know small dog. And I know medium dog and I know fluffy dog. But I'm really bad about identifying I'm bad about that with dogs, and I'm bad about that with cars too. I felt so bad because somebody called the other day at work, and she was like, "Hi, I know you guys don't really offer curbside pickup, but I literally cannot find a place to park, and I was just wondering if you could just like bring it out to me if you're not too busy." And I was like, "Yeah, no, not a problem. Like, what are you driving?" And she was like, "Oh, it's in a black," and then she said like a type of car, like a brand or something, and I was like, cool. Is that a car or a truck or a van that I should look out for?" And she was like, "Oh, it's an SUV." And I was like, "Okay, I'll be out in a minute." If you tell me if you tell me what type of car you drive, you have to preface it with like it's a car, it's a truck, it's a van, or it's an SUV. Because I cannot identify based on like the brands. The parking thing is something that a lot of people struggle with because on the little block of downtown that my like shop is on, there is I think 5 total parking spots on the side of the road, and then several more that are not parking spots, but people will just like park there anyway for like a few minutes. All the parking spots technically have free parking, but you're only supposed to use them for 15 minutes for like picking up stuff. You're not supposed to use them for long-term parking. But they're in such high demand that people will just like create extra parking spots by just lining their cars all along the road. And people who aren't comfortable doing that will call us and be like, "Help, I need to get my order, but there's nowhere to park." There's also like 5 parking garages within 2 blocks, but you know, I digress. The Spriggan. The Spriggan by far may be the hardest creature to spot. All throughout development, I've asked playtesters to try to find the Spriggan. No one has found it. I could consider this a failure on my part as a designer, but instead I left it as is in the final product. Is this it? I wouldn't have known either. I thought this was just part of the leaves. The troll is another creature that I painted in far more detail before blurring him to hell and back. So here he is in all of his wrinkly, deflated glory for your viewing pleasure. He's so fleshy. The Bogart is maybe the most traditionally spooky creature I've designed, with his uncanny human-like face and long, slender figure. After reading into Bogart lore and finding out they are sort of the forefathers of our modern-day boogeymen, it seemed only fitting to make him more traditionally ghoulish. True. Yeah, and in the game he's kind of hidden behind a stairwell, so it's hard to see. This scruffy fellow. The trash gnome was inspired by a fan suggestion, described as Oscar the Grouch but worse. The thought of a muppety creature with a large mouth that lives in trash was too entertaining to pass up. To create the trash gnome, I took a photo of a raccoon and rearranged the eyes and head to create our scruffy little friend here. This is once again another creature where I created more than would be seen in the end result. I liked this picture. To source photographs for entries, I would browse free-use CCO photography libraries for photos that looked like they would be perfect for photoshopping a monster within. But on occasion, I would stumble across a photograph that was so intriguing on its own, I would be inspired to write an entry for it as is. This photo, for example, by Tasha Kamrowski, was immediately captivating and inspired the Mere Nymph entry on its own. I changed up the skin tone to up the creep factor slightly, but the photo is otherwise unaltered. I like that. Making people question ordinary objects in their home is both quite funny and quite creepy, and that's something these fan-suggested entries, the soap sprite and the laundry gnome, exhibit pretty well. This little guy, he's just a little bug. The design for sprites was intended to be a mix between mosquitoes and more traditional fairy designs. In general, I am frightened of most flying insects. And so I wanted the idea of having a little fairy in your home to give people like me the shivers. The Warlock Remnant is in fact an edited photograph of me wearing a Halloween mask from my childhood, along with a cheap vampire costume I had from past Halloweens. Felt cute, might delete later. This is the thing Human was talking about. The concept of coupons came about after I received feedback from demo players asking for more motivation for playing the game well, since playing the game poorly would net you more interesting content in the form of the consequence calls. I thought that pointless employee discounts for products offered by HSH would make for funny, yet lore-heavy content for high-scoring incentives, and based the look of the product images off of 90s infomercial ads. Oh yeah, the little mouse hands! Originally, the game over ending was much simpler and to the point, with Carol firing the player and wiping their memory before sending them on their way. After the promotion ending was written, it was decided to come up with something a little more whimsical for the game over to better suit the world of HSH. Inspired by Roald Dahl's The Witches, we came up with the idea that Carol should turn the player into a mouse instead. On the morning of the shoot, I molded these props from air-drying clay, painted them with acrylic paint, and then hastily glued some faux craft store fur onto them. David then held these in front of the camera while I filmed the ending on my living room floor. Originally, the player received their promotion at the end of their shift on Saturday, but it felt a bit too abrupt to go from an otherwise normal workday to the game's ending in the span of a single call. After a bit of brainstorming, we wound up coming with a dedicated final trial day where you would be called by cryptic cloaked callers testing your knowledge with riddles, all without having access to your database of information. Thanks, man. Super appreciated that one. When the game's ending was written, in order for music to be composed for it early on, this crude animated storyboard, or animatic, was created in order to dictate the pacing and structure of the ending, so music could be written for it. The pacing and the animatic... I can't read today. The animatic and music would also later serve to guide the pacing of the actual shoot, with David shouting out the appropriate cues as we filmed. This guy! The promotion crown was a unique prop I hot glued together out of various craft store materials, including a small wreath, little curvy sticks, and fake mushrooms. Given the player is only getting their first promotion, the materials involved are all more crude and common than the more lavish crown that Faye Carol wears. In addition to playing the role of Carol, Courtney also designed the final makeup and costume look for Faye Carol in the game's ending cutscene, depicting Carol in her truer, more ancient form. In Courtney's own words, "I want to look like a proper swamp witch." Faye Carol's costume was also pieced together by Courtney herself, utilizing stressed netting, faux moss, a stressed black skirt, and topping it off with a crown fashioned from faux twigs and leaves. I got the achievement for reading through the lore book, yeah. Nice. I'm really happy that something like that is in there. Call training? What? Oh, more job! Okay. Improve your speed and accuracy with Call Trainer. Help as many callers as you can. If you fail 3 calls, you lose. Let's go! It's endless mode. We'll see how this goes. Hello? Please, anytime now.
I am in trouble.
I think something is making me sick. I have... Also, it's interesting because all of our colors before were pictures of people, but this is just... Anyway. I have horrid headaches and my skin is growing something. I wash my hands thoroughly each and every day.
Please hold.
So I need to know... Oh, wait, I'm on a time limit. Fey flu? Does that give you headaches? Yep, headaches, fever, eye discoloration, skins taking seeds, and roots. Roots taking... Yeah, it's Fey flu. That's what you got. You got Fey flu. Oh, that wasn't it. I lost a chance. What?
Help me.
I heard rustling in my walls. I put out ant traps to stop it, but a week later, I can hear it again. Please tell me what to do.
Please hold.
Okay. Rustling in the walls. That could be a couple different things. We're thinking... Mice? Sounds of squeaking. That might not be it. I'm gonna fail all 3 in a row. Endless mode is going to end after 3 calls. Termites? No. No, not termites. Raccoon? No, those go through your trash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Wait. What was the attic gnome? Okay, rustling in the walls. Oh, but that's coming from the ceiling, not from the walls. What was the hob that breaks down your fracture hob? Oh, I don't know. I'm going with mice. I was like, oh, endless mode. This will be easy. No, my second chance. I'm gonna get 0 points. Damn it.
I am in trouble.
There are burglars in my home. I think they're dying or something. I could hear them. Why would you call a hotline and be like, dude, there's somebody in my house and they're fucking dying?
Please hold.
Anyway, you have a troll. Your troll has stolen your stuff. There are burglars in my house. I think they're dying. Oh, thank God. Alright, thank you for the points. Alright. I don't know what to do.
I am in trouble.
Something has gotten into my pet. They're acting very strangely, and they just won't stop digging holes. That would maybe be normal if they were a dog, but this is our cat we're talking about.
Please
Wait, I know this
hold.
one. It's unicorn fungi, right? It makes your animal want to dig. Dig a hole, dig a hole. Yes. Oh, look at the puppy. He's got a little unicorn horn.
I am in trouble.
What? There's a hole in our roof. I don't see anything landed on the floor, or I don't see anything on the floor or our roof. So I don't think anything landed on it, but we're missing several items from our home, including several blankets and bed coverings. So could this be some kind of strange form of vandalism?
Please hold.
Please tell me what to do. Ooh, a hole in the ceiling and missing stuff. I don't know about that. What causes a hole in the ceiling? Uh-oh. I will lose. Hole in the ceiling, hole in the ceiling. Oh, I don't know. I have zero idea. I have zero idea. What? Oh, come on. I didn't know they were gonna make your internet go out during endless mode. Oh, fuck. Floor roots. It's not right. Oh, it's not right. I lost. I lost. Yeah! Total score. 150. I don't think I got a combo of 2. No, I answered 4 calls, right? No, I did get 2 in a row right. Okay. Well, damn it. That was fun. 2. But I do think it's a little bit of a shorter stream, but I think I'm going to end it because I want to send you guys over to Joey, who is streaming right now, because the real thing is I just want to watch Joey streaming. Joey's streaming Cult of the Lamb, so I'm going to send you guys their way. Additionally, we are going to be streaming together on Friday night. We're going to be doing a very cultured stream where we talk about monsters and rate them. So, if you want to help us out with that, we're keeping what we're rating a secret even from us. So, Human is helping us collect answers, and we'll be sending them our way on Friday. But if you want to submit monsters to be rated on the Friday Night Monster Talking stream, link for that is on my Twitter, which I'm just using my commands because they exist. I know you guys know my Twitter. But yeah, that is about it for us. We'll see you Friday night. And I'm gonna get the raid set up too. Beep boop. Okay, that is it for me tonight. Have a good rest of your night. Oyasama. Bye bye. I'm so tired, dude. Well, go say hi anyway. Go say hi and then get some sleep. But Good night for now. Bye bye.